Hi, in this video we'll go over Gantt scheduling with Hansoft. We'll cover the following topics: create scheduled items, link scheduled items, resource leveling, split scheduled items, percentage of completion, multiple assignment and fixed work duration, set items as out of office, critical path, and baseline. To be able to create scheduled items, we have to make sure we are in Gantt schedule mode in the planning view. We are currently in Agile schedule mode. You switch mode in the More menu, or by using the Ctrl-W shortcut. We can now create scheduled tasks by clicking on the Schedule Task button or the Insert key. New tasks have 1 day duration by default and start at current day. You can then enter the start and finish date. This will define the duration. You can also click-drag the start and finish dates in the timeline view or the entire bar. Suppose that tasks 1, 2, and 3 are dependent to each other and I want to add a finish to start link between them. One way to do this is to click and drag the predecessor bar to the successor bar. Another way to add dependency connections is by selecting all the tasks we want to link, right-click on one and select Scheduling Action, Connect Selected Task. You can right-click on a connection arrow to set a lead or a lag between two items. For example, let's set a lag between task 1 and 2. Now I'll set a lead of 2 days between task 2 and 3. To enter a lead, you simply enter a negative number. The default link type is Finish to Start, but you can modify it by right-clicking on the link and select Change Connection to. It is also possible to group scheduled items under a sub-projects and create the dependency link between scheduled items and sub-projects. It is possible to select an item from the link. And it is also possible to assign a specific color to a timeline bar. Now let's look at resource leveling. We sometimes have a couple of tasks assigned to one resource. We don't want to link those tasks as they are not dependent to each other. But we want the tasks to be placed automatically one after the other, as one resource cannot work on two tasks at the same time. You can achieve this by selecting the items, right-click on one and select Scheduling Actions, Arrange Selected Items. Now let's reassign one item and redo the leveling. Task 3 is moved after Task 1 as items are set to start as soon as possible by default. Here is another example with two resources. To split an item, right-click on a bar and select Split Task. You can now modify the start and finish date of any part of the item. Move a part next to another to merge it back together. You can see that there is a percentage of completion on the left of sub-projects. This percentage updates based on the duration of the subtasks that are completed. This percentage can be turned off in the personal options. You can assign multiple resources to one task. The duration will stay the same or update with the amount of resources and the percentage of allocation depending on the project settings. It won't change if set to fixed duration and will update if set to fixed work. Here are two examples. Scheduled items are great for tracking out-of-office resources. So for example, you can track sick days, vacations, and traveling. To set an item as out of office, you simply right-click on a bar and select Out of Office Status. Then you assign the resource. So this resource becomes obviously unavailable at that time. The out of office items will not move when performing a resource leveling. You can search for out of office items, and they can also be filtered in the report tool. You can add an activity number column to the left of the items and predecessor and successor columns. You won't find these columns in the customized project columns. To display them, you need to go in your personal options. Also, from this window, we can activate the critical path highlights.